Hi, this is Lawrencina, your Chief Encouragement Officer. Today I'm going to be talking about Chapter 13 of my book, Look Up, Step Up, and Soar, Lessons of Hope, Restoration, and Transformation. Have you ever been afraid to do something? I believe that fear is something that we all struggle with, especially if it requires us to do something that is outside of our comfort zone. I remember back in 2020 when I was finishing writing my book and I was afraid to publish it. And chapter 13, the title of it is Overcoming Your Fear of Flying. All of the chapters in my book have some type of flying analogy. So for this chapter, it's about overcoming our fear of flying because I believe that all of us have some type of fear that we have faced. In the beginning of this chapter, I talk about how Moses was afraid to go to Egypt when God had called him to go and talk to Pharaoh. And he asked the Lord, "Who am I that I would go and talk to Pharaoh?" And I'm sure many of us have asked ourselves that same question. But the Lord told him, "You tell them that I am sent you." And that's the same answer that the Lord is giving us today. If we may question ourselves and say, "Who am I to write this book? Who am I to start this business? Who am I to lead this organization? Who am I to answer the call that the Lord has given you?" We are called, anointed, appointed, and qualified by I am. He's the one who sent us. And if that's not enough, in the chapter I also talk about the importance of being strong and courageous. And I reference several scriptures in the Bible that talk about being strong and courageous. But one in particular that I mention in the book is from Deuteronomy chapter 31, verses 7 through 8. And not only do I recite the scripture, but I also rephrase it as if it's speaking directly to me. So the scripture says, "Then Moses summoned Joshua and said to him in the presence of all Israel, 'Be strong and courageous, for you must go with this people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors to give them. And you must divide it among them as their inheritance. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." So then I go on and I rephrase the scripture as if the Lord is talking directly to me. "Lawrencina, be strong and courageous. I know you are afraid to step into the unknown. You do not know if people will respond to the book or your ministry. Lawrencina, have courage because you must go. You must reach out to the women across the country and the world. God has promised to give them joy, peace, and strength. Some of them have lost hope. Some of them are afraid. Some of them are broken. Some of them feel alone. I need you to go and tell them about their inheritance. They are daughters of the King. They are loved, even if other people have made them feel unloved." So when I rephrase that scripture to speak directly to me, it was even more powerful. Because oftentimes we have heard the scripture about being strong and courageous, but when you personalize it, then it really makes it more powerful, as if the Lord really has something for us to do. But you may be saying, "Lawrencina, that's nice. The word says be strong and courageous, but I need more than that to help me to overcome my fear." In this chapter, I also talk about the importance of developing a flight plan. Because again, since all of the chapters have some type of flight analogy, so what does that mean, develop a flight plan? It means that we need to be prepared. So a pilot doesn't just go walk into the cockpit and start flying before he has acquired the skills, the knowledge, the training, and the certification so that he can fly the plane. And we feel comfortable being on the plane because we know that the pilot has acquired these credentials. Likewise, if the Lord has called us to do something, we need to develop a flight plan. Yes, He has empowered us, but He also wants us to have the wisdom and knowledge to be able to walk in our calling and our purpose. So, what does that look like? That may mean taking some courses. It may mean getting some type of certification. It may mean attending some conferences. Whatever that looks like for you, develop your flight plan so that you can be prepared. So we need to be strong and courageous, and we need to develop our flight plan. Another thing that I'll close with is sometimes if we're pursuing a calling that seems to be non-traditional, we may wonder whether or not we can really do that, whether it's pursuing a business, and we think that, do I have to make some type of choice? And I remember I was struggling with that when I was going to start Soar to Be More, or do I need to have a regular 9-to-5 job? And some people got mad at Tabitha Brown when she told people they need to get a job if their business was not successful. But she was not the first person to talk about this. Lisa Nichols, who was another author and speaker that I really admire, she talks about it in her book, Abundance Now. She wrote, "Though we live in an either-or world, I want to invite you to consider the and possibility. Working at a job that serves the needs of your family, your lifestyle, your employer, and you, while giving you the opportunity to live your life assignment, is a mature and responsible thing to do." So what does that mean? For me, that means that it's okay for me to still pursue speaking and writing through Soar to Be More, to pursue starting Believing Achievers, the educational ministry that I want to reach young people and empower them to believe in their God-given potential, and pursue a traditional job that will help provide some stability while I'm trying to get these ministries off the ground. It doesn't have to be either or. You can pursue your calling and you can pursue a career. You can do both. God has empowered us to be able to do both. He wants us to be a light in the world. So in closing, I want you to remember, if we're going to be walking towards our divine destination, let's look up to God, let's step forward in faith and soar to be all that He called you to be. Thank you.